Hi, I'm Tori. I'm a 63-year-old baby boomer from Alabama. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before or you're a subscriber. I really appreciate all of you being here. Thanks so much for all of your comments, suggestions, requests, and just hanging out here with me. So this was actually a request. This is the performer's name is Ren, and the name of the video is Hi Ren. So let's see what this is all about. Just my very first impression of this. First of all, the setting is very stark and dirty and run down. And then we have the person being wheeled in a wheelchair. So I wonder, because I know nothing about Ren, I wonder if Ren is actually a wheelchair user or if this is a prop to go along with whatever the song is about. The He also has on a hospital gown, and then there's the person who was pushing him had on like a pig mask. And what went through my mind with that, as if you, I don't know, I'm definitely aging myself with this, the old Twilight Zone episode that has Marilyn Monroe in it, that and I don't know if I can't remember if I was actually old enough to have seen this when it first came out or not, or if I just saw it at some point. But that has the people who look like pigs, and they're kind of the beauty standard, and she's considered ugly. That the whole Twilight Zone episode. Anyway, that's what went through my mind when I saw that. So has nothing to do with this video, probably.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound...
Okay, so it seems like this person is having a conversation with another version of himself, or a voice in his head or something like that. And they're both saying hi Ren to each other, so it seems like they're both this person, just maybe different aspects of their mind or different aspects of their personality. And they're talking about how one of these voices has been gone for a while, and then the other one says, I've been seeing my therapist and I've got some coping skills. And so it makes me think it may be that this person is mentally ill and has schizophrenia or psychosis or something, where there's this other voice in their head that they hear.
insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place, and my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great, and when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself.
Okay, so it's like one voice is saying, oh, the doctors are just, just telling you what you want to hear, and, you can't trust them, and that type of thing. And then the other one is saying, no, I'm doing really well, and I'm doing better with my music. And, so it's kind of this negative voice and a positive voice. And I will say, I think all of us kind of have that little critical voice in our head that's always saying, you didn't do that well enough, or you're not good enough, or something like that. But of course, not to the extent that we're seeing here. But I think it's there.
That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me.
So there's a section about talking about his music, and the negative voice is saying, oh, nobody wants to hear that, it's not commercial, and you don't have any interviews, and you haven't had any success. And then the positive voice is like, but I really enjoy my music, and other people enjoy it, and they respect it. And so again, there's back and forth between this negative voice and the positive voice. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you, to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots I choose if you doubt.
So again, keeping up this whole negativity about his music, and then the thought that he wants to get rid of this voice, and so I don't know if it's about really hearing voices in your head and the person really is mentally ill, or if it's that idea that we all have that negative voice in our head.
Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
So it seems to be almost this demon-like presence now of I think it's the same voice, but still he's talking about how I'm evil and I'm the Antichrist and I'm, all these terrible things that are inside you too.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So care at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate to different side.
Okay, so then the other Ren is talking about how he's hope and all these positive things, and he's there for people if when they loosen the ropes, or maybe when they decide not to commit suicide. So then he comes to the sign of we're a coin with 2 different sides, and I think that's true. This is 2 different sides of the same person. So he's up out of the wheelchair, moving around. So I guess maybe he's not a wheelchair user, and maybe this was part of the whole, to give the impression of maybe a mental institution or something like that.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Okay. So that was nice that he talked at the end, and it sounds like was talking about what he's been through and what conclusions he's come to from what he's been through. Um, so it sounds like things have gotten better for him, that he's accepted some things that maybe, this negative part and the positive part are always going to be there. Um, so I actually, I don't know if you can say enjoy that, but I guess I think it was a very meaningful video. It sheds a lot of light on mental health and what people go through when they are struggling with mental health issues. And so I'm glad that I watched this. I think it's a very meaningful video. So thank you to the person who requested this. And thank you all for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. I would love to have you as subscribers. And I will see you next time. Have a good day.